Hey, my name is Chai T Janai. Um, I'm planning to try to do something different with this one. I will need to come up with a name later, but for now, I thought I would do is make a little edited, recorded space engineer play, uh, so I can learn how to both record and edit video as well as the get back into the one of my favorite game, the Space Engineers. I really like this game. I really like the gameplay of this game provides me to like designing and see how that works and all that stuff. Anyway, but I really haven't had a chance to play much of this game lately. Last time played this game a lot was almost like 2 years ago. So um, maybe this will give me an excuse to get back into the game again. So basic idea of the, at least for now, what I think I will do is basically I'll start from a planet in a star system, which has all the planets and satellites in it. Start from the like a bare bone vanilla playthrough. Then as I progress and relearn how to play the game more and more, I'll add more challenges. Usually, I guess I'll add on whenever I move on to the newer planets and see how it goes from there. So basically, bit by bit, small steps at a time, I'll just expand on the game and see how that goes. Hopefully, I'll be able to do this. Hopefully, able to get this. What's the word? Done and out each week. But we'll see how it goes. I'm always a bit terrible at time management and the motivation and stuff. Anyway, so for the mods, I'll do a bare minimum, which is one more of a quality of life thing, which is I want building bone, and I think this one I forget. I think was it text? Yeah, this one I think, if I remember correctly. I think these two needs to go together. So text what IP provides the basic framework for the building for to work. I don't know. Naming is not my strong suit, so I'll just do one small thing at a time and see how it goes. Offline is fine. I'll go with the realistic, just because it kind of the way the inventory size works is it basically makes each parts take up less volume multiplied by the this multiplier. So if it's multiplied by 3, everything weighs 3 times less. So you can so you can shove everything in the same space 3 times as more and all that stuff. Same with the vlog inventory size. This gets usually it's quite frustrating to have small inventory size, but it should be fine. It just kind of gives you more incentive to build a proper welding apparatus. Do I want to slow this down or not? Oh well, I'm not streaming, so it should be fine. You can just make it everything realistic. I can just edit it out. This the environmental hostility. As far as I remember, it says the what's it called again? Asteroid, not asteroid, meteor showers coming in and shooting you with all this asteroid. Usually, it's more about annoyance than anything else, and it just makes the voxel, the grounds around you, really jagged, which makes the game slow down. I'll just leave it there. I'll leave it there. That's fine. Should be fine. I'm not really intend to respawn more than once or whatever. Sun rotation is fine. 2 hours. So in Space Engineers, to save on performance, it's not the planets that move, it's the sun and the skybox that moves. So every 2 hours it will rotate once. Max object, that's fine. I guess that's fine. I'll turn the block limits off. Because I was so annoying to like you building something and he said, "Oh, block limit reached. You can't build anymore." It's usually good to have it on for the sake of performances, but whatever. I'm playing single player, so shouldn't matter too much. Backup save, just fine. I'll auto healing, sponge. Okay. Just for sake of the taking a screenshot, I'll leave that on. I never want to do that because I'm too much of a coward, I guess. In-game script, I need that. Cargo ship just spawns NPC, weapons self-explanatory, blocks get damaged. Well, I forgot what this was. I think this was, this was when there's like a whole lot of stuff going on, like explosion or grid colliding with each other, it kind of slows it down, I guess. I think this is why sometimes when you explode a lot of warheads, the terror deformation is kind of doesn't do as what you think it would do. Like sometimes does no damage, or sometimes only deals partial damage, all this stuff sort of thing. I probably don't need this. This is for like using creative tool to change the terrain, voxels, grounds, and whatever. Random NPC showing up. Okay, oxygen point. Okay. This one's kind of hit and miss. I think sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So when your station is cut off from the ground, it sometimes turns into the ship grid, so it kind of falls down. Sometimes it doesn't. If you want to play hard, just turn it off. But yeah, I don't wanna. I do want the damage. The ones wolves. I'll turn it on next time. For now, I'll just turn it off. That's fine. I'll turn this on. Because as a part of the fun in game, this game is trying to find a solution to the problem, and this is another problem that adds to when you're trying to do the piston and rotor build. I'll turn this off though because this is really annoying. No signal useful. Respawn progression. Do I want this off or not? I mean, it kind of serves purpose, but it also at the same time kind of frustrating. I guess I'll leave it on for now to feel what it's like, or at least what they intended to be feel like. Economy. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, weathers. Yeah, it should be fine. Whatever. I might change the name later, but whatever. It sounds like a good fitting name, space themed, and the idea of this whole thing. Alrighty then, let's get started. I'll cut this part out. Cut. As you can see, there's. Let's get back to the. Oh, I didn't realize the description goes into the message of the day. So there's different starts. Different planets you can start with. Slightly different variation, like a moon has this buggy. Most of them just give you a drop pod. They really should want to. It'd be really nice if they actually rename this drop pod with a rover or something, but minor detail. Like a Mars to like all the way to the Triton and Peton, all this stuff. Easiest one to start is the space pod because they give you this whole large grid with pretty much a lot of things set up already. But today, well, the idea is we're gonna start from the Earth and see how it goes. We'll progress as normal survival would go. Then we'll just add a little bit by a little bit each time I do play. I don't know how it's gonna go, but main idea is just to try something out and see how it goes. So let's start with the Earth. Let's go. It drops you off with this like a minimal on it. Like the survival kit is H2O2 generator. Oh shit! I dropped on the mountainous area. This is not good. Oh, well, there's a lakeside over there, so I guess I'll make a way over there because that's a pretty good place to start. The parachute auto deploys once it gets to a certain distance. It doesn't have a gyro, right? It doesn't have any gyros. I can only control the descent other than just falling down. The gear auto locks. I always like to unlock and re-lock it, so things are a bit more level. Alright, I'll turn off a lot of stuff that I don't need. I'll let it for now. I don't think there's any ore near me, right? That's about it. Let's see. I guess I'll try to play as normally would. They give you this station coordinates and give you a little gun for self-defense. Minimal tools. My suit didn't save. I'll change it next time. Oh well. Let's see, what do I do now? So progression, they kinda intend you to play in progression, literally. So you wanna go with the survival kit they give you. Start with this one. You can heal from here, you can make a little parts from here. Also it grinds down the stone into ingots, gives you a little bit of iron and nickel and silicon. And you use that to make plates and whatever. Then you build a better assembler. Then you make a better refinery. I don't know where, somewhere here. There, better refinery, better assembler, better refinery, better blocks. You can even fly, all this stuff. Anyway, bursting together stones. I guess I'll dig this way. Yeah, I kind of want to dig in a downward slope, but this is already downward slope, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get to the depth. The reason you want to get to sort of like into depths is they give you a little bit better, more ores. Let's see if I remember how to do this or still. Ow, that's loud. I don't need that. Is there any, was there like a way? Oh yeah, there was a mod, huh? The making tool quarter. Oh well, I'll try to get that on next time, but for now, let's you kind of crouch and kind of go forward slowly to make a kind of smooth downward slope. You press Alt in the middle mouse button, you drop everything you have on you, except for the tools or ammo, something like, not ammo, tools or weapons like that. Press F to pick up, and all that stuff. I wanna get down to the, where the rocks are, so I can get the, ores up and running. How deep is this? It's been ages since I did like, well, I almost never studied on this like a snowy mountain area, so I don't know how deep this is. I guess I thought this would be a lot shallower than this, so I guess I'll just go over there. It's a little bit more walk, I guess, but it shouldn't be too different. But well, I thought it was just like a snow layer, like really thin, but I guess not. Yep. Inventory full. You're gonna hear that a lot, I guess. Drop there. In the production. So it's probably can take in the ingots. Like you could just, it's kind of not very. It doesn't really stand out too much, but you can see like what what item get taken. I guess it's, I don't remember if it was from the mod or not, but anyway, so you can take in the stones and ingots, production ingots, produce ingot. I just tons in it because it's, you're gonna grind, need to, you find a lot. Then that turns into ingots. The ingots, you can use that ingot to make the components. And basic idea is, I guess, basically set up a small base. You can use it to set up the base of operation. Basically, you can refine it more. So main reason you wanted to set up the starting base is that the survival kit can only produce limited amount of parts. But when, like, especially ones you need to move around, things like where is it? Wheels. They require steel tubes, which you cannot make in the survival kit. There's some other blocks, not blocks. There are other parts you cannot make in the survival kit, but that's the main bottleneck at the beginning. Yeah, like a thruster need a metal grid and large grid tube, large steel tube. These cannot make any of those, so it's like you can only progress more than the progress much without building a proper assembler. So on the surface, it gives you about 60 to 100, and if you go down deeper, it should give you more ore per drill. It's gonna be a lot of this back and forth. Oh well. Okay. I guess I can fast forward.
Inventory full.
Huh. I guess that's where my mouse is set up. I guess I slowly turn to left. Oh well.
Inventory full.
You can double click the toggle drill to keep digging. You can right click to dig the bigger area. Much bigger area, but whatever, minor stuff. Hopefully it doesn't take me more than 2 hours to set up this basic base. Oh, what was that? It popped up a little. Something popped up on the right side. Don't tell me it's okay, this. No, I don't want that overlay. Okay, go away. Okay. I think sometimes what I mess with is I kind of alt press one of the shortcuts for the NVIDIA stuff.
Inventory full.
Press L to turn the headlights. although it drains your suit energy. So if you can get away with it, it's better to not turn it on, but I need to see. So whatever.
Full.
Let's see. So way Space Indians work is that you place the different blocks. To place the block down, you need the first item in the list of the components it requires. So in this case, light armor block requires a steel plate. There's some that most of them requires steel plate. There's some that requires interior plate. Then there's some that requires components like lights. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It doesn't really matter too much, but because nowadays you can just queue up in the build planner what blocks you want to add. Middle mouse block. Then you can just click on the thing, then draw whatever blocks you wanna build. But it used to be that you just have to manually grab it. Usually I put the refining thing on the very back, so it will try to build whatever's in the first, and if it cannot, then move to the next one and try to build that. If it cannot, so on and so forth. So it will keep building the blocks, not blocks, sorry, items I wanted to build, components I wanted to build, until it cannot anymore, then it will refine more. Oh, that sound is the unknown signal. Nice thing about the early game unknown signal is you can get a lot of parts from it. Jetpack damper off, kinda cruise. Only counteracting the fall of gravity by tapping spacebar a little bit. Keeping yourself level so you don't waste any jet fuel slowing or speeding you up. Keep the crosshair above horizon so you can tell you're not sinking. Tap tap tap. One kilometer. Took 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damper on. Jetpack off. Stop rolling. 何が出るかな何が出るかな何が出るかな Nothing. Typical. Okay. Yeah. It's alright, I guess. God, that's loud. Good thing. I forgot to make a GPS at the place I left. It's a good thing the respawn pod has the permanent GPS on you, so don't get lost. There are like multiple times when I fly off to get something, and I didn't make a GPS about where I start off from, so I get lost. I'm going downhill, so slightly below the horizon should be fine in terms of crosshair. Although even if I die, even if I get killed, it shouldn't be a problem because you can just respawn at the respawn pod. Although I prefer not to die, so... Oh, my H2 is really low.
Fuel
There we go.
low.
I need to refill my hydrogen. There should be a bottle in here. Hydrogen bottle. Put it in my inventory. Is it full? Yeah, it's full. Drop down all the stuff I have. Alt click. There we go. Fill up. Put it back. I think I turned the H2 off, so it's not gonna fill up right now. But if it's on, it will convert the ice into the hydrogen. All right, let's see if I have enough for the set up the basic. Well, this should be enough. I still need to build the parts for it, but so I need to dig a lot more of a stone. But let's see. It's just kind of a temporary build, so I can relocate myself over to the lake. So I'll just put it let's put it over this little bump here. Just right now it's a small grid blocks. Press the same block short key again to make a large grid. Press the V to you can change from different orientation of block, but for now keep it as gravity aligned. Let me rotate a little bit. No, not that. 3. This is difficult because of my I'm using a laptop, so this keys are not in the right place. Okay, there we go. I just want to turn this slightly. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't really do anything. So I guess I'm gonna make the little walkway up here. Place basic assembler this way. Then I'm gonna put a little cargo box here, cargo container here. Oh yeah, this was one of a habit I built. I basically keep the basic tools on the 1 and 2 of each toolbar. So toolbar 1, toolbar 2, toolbar 3. And toolbar 2, I would put everything that's related to cargo. So I'll put the cargo container here. The problem with this thing is that this one requires a metal grid, so I cannot build it yet. But I'll just place it for now up for placeholder. Then I'll put the basic refinery here, so I can still have the cargo access, because the basic assembler annoyingly only has a 1 cargo access. But before I build any of this, I need the I need the wind tower to power all this. What was it again? One of the reasons I use the build info is that it tells you stuff I need to know. So wind turbine requires a clearance from the terrain from the voxel, 7.5 to 25 meters, and on the side 6 to 20 meters. So to be optimal, need to be 25 meters up and 20 meters to the side. Each block is 2.5 meters, so 25 meter up is 10 blocks up. Was it 2.5 or 2.5, right? Was it 2.5? Yeah, I think it's 2.5 because the engineer is like 1.8, I think. And I remember it's multiple of half a meter, I think. Small block was 0.5 and large was 5 times that. Anyway, so 20 meter from base. Well, it doesn't have to, I guess it's gonna be high up, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, technically it doesn't have to be 10 blocks, I guess, because that's the optimal. And I'm gonna just do the lathe thing, where you put these flanges up and put wind turbine in each one of these, like this. This is overkill, I guess, because each of them creates a 400 optimally. It's not gonna be 400, probably gonna be more like a 200, 100 to 200. And I just need about 280 plus 3, it's about 500, but I'm not gonna run both at the same time, so it's anything above 200 or 300 should be fine, especially if you're gonna use a battery. Anyway, let's build. So aim at the block you want to build, right click, build, add to the build planner. I'm gonna add, have a 4 more, so I'm gonna click 4 more times on the same one. I'm gonna go down to the car, not car, respawn pod. Aim at any of these control panels or cargo port. Shift click and middle mouse button. Everything gets put into the production. It's kind of messy, but well, can't be helped. As you can see, I have a ton more I need to gather. So more digging for me. As you can see, you get more per drill bits because it's deeper down under the box. So, oh yeah, steel tube. We cannot take against steel tubes. I guess it's not strictly necessary, but just for the sake of my sanity, I'm just gonna add a little cargo in the back. Hopefully I'll be able to convert this into a truck later down the line, so I'll just keep this line and add wheels down here. Interior construction and more. It's gonna take some time.
Inventory full.
So I can still access it. Need motor and the construction, right? Yeah, then should be able to get it built. I remember like taking like 4 hours so on the last time I tried the survival, but that one was harder setting. So they purposely made it stone yield less, and you had to go back and forth a lot more to keep yourself alive. Everything from the power consumption to the oxygen. So I'm hoping this won't take me more than 2 hours, because one, I don't have enough time to play more than 2 hours. Two, I don't think my hard drive can take, because I'm recording this instead of streaming. I don't know if my hard drive has enough space left over for record for 2 hours. Now the car's full. Let me drop the stop in there. I guess I could, if I were like be mixing a little bit more, then I'll just grind down the parts that I don't really need to save on the construction time, but I don't know. I feel a bit too lazy. And then who knows, I might need those parts later.
Inventory full.
Yeah, because nickel is one of our bottlenecks. It will keep building interior plate first before building motors. And also, I guess because of plate only takes 3 instead of construction components 8, it will use up all the iron on the construction, not construction, the cheaper material because of a slow refining speed before. I guess one way to do is to put this on the front and just have it finish building up enough ingots for the job. But yeah, oh well. Sun's gonna go down. If this was real life, it should be about like an hour and a half. I don't know how long it's in this world. I think it's about, let's see, 180 should be in an hour. So this is about 10 degrees or so. So 180 instead of an hour is 3 minutes. Yeah, give or take 3 minutes. Ooh, unknown signal. Let's go get it. Let me just make a GPS quickly. So you can make a GPS coordinate by typing GPS. And if you don't put anything else after that, you will just make a default GPS with your name. But you can name it, you can give the argument, you can give what name to take in. Then it will become a GPS and you can see it. Oops. Okay, let me go pick it up. Try not to hit the tree because they will kill you. Downside of playing on the hill mountainside is everything just rolls down the hill. Nothing? Okay, really? Never done this before. There we go, it stopped. Oh, +1. Welder. Really, I don't really need the +1 welder at this point because of my time bottleneck is components, not the welding speed. But nice to have. Oh, 10% hydrogen.
Fuel low.
Might have to walk 5%. Okay, I got.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, I'll walk the rest of the way. 10 meters per second at 500 meters, 50 seconds, so almost a minute. Ugh. Running is so much slower than flying. Something you don't really don't realize. Well, it's kind of weird because this space engine has this weird feel of everything is really feels really close by until you're stuck on the lesser mode of transportation. So if you're flying around, it's 100 like a kilometer or two is not like nothing. When you're driving, it's a decent way away, but when you're running, it takes forever to get there. I guess it makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just blubbering around, I guess. Oh, nice. I have enough parts for this. By building the cargo block, unlock the new blocks for you. Which is all these conveyors, I guess, yeah. And I need to build And one way to speed things up is there's some blocks that are already in the progression. You can just grind down this below the functional line, then grind it back up to the thing, then you just unlock it.
Inventory full.
We save probably enough for the let's see, do I want the wind turbine first, I guess. And okay, wind turbine, 2 motors, a lot more iron. This kind of defeats the purpose of using a build planner, but I'm too impatient to wait for it to finish building. It's kind of annoying when you have a block already there. You cannot pull it by having the block to place in your hand, and trying to pull it doesn't work. I guess it makes sense why they do it that way, but yeah. It's just can't be. Oh shit! I forgot that. I'm also out of hydrogen. Let me refill. It could have gone much worse, but no damage, no harm done. Just a minor delays on the operation. I guess I'll. Oh, shit. Ow. Forgot the damper was off. 7 motors and the rest of girders. Also need to build these 2, but before I'm gonna build those, I'm gonna place the battery first. So for now, keep it there. What's taking so long? Says the guy who put the refinery speed to the realistic. Maybe I shouldn't have. I could have just changed it back to the different setting once I put the base zero. Oh well, either way. Oh, I forgot to drop my tank. These things takes a lot of volume, so it frees up a lot of volume in your inventory if you don't have it on.
Inventory full.
It'll take forever. I guess. In the meanwhile, let me just get the trick set up. So I'm not gonna have enough wind turbine power output to directly power both of these 2 at the same time. So to help against that. This is that what you say? No, I don't think so. You probably need a battery on it, but battery is expensive. So I'm gonna use the trick if I can before I need to build. Oh, I need to build this first. I forgot that. I need to build the basic first before I can build a battery. Battery is expensive, so I'm gonna build a small grid battery instead of a big one. But to do that, I need to attach it to the large grid. To do that, I need the rotor. Where's the rotor? I need to build a wind turbine first. That's what the progression is for. So I need to build that first, and build this first if I can actually get the power battery set up. I'll come back to it. Yeah, so the progression in Space Engineers, it does its job, but it's kind of weird because it kind of clashes with the game design of oh, you can create whatever you want to create.
Inventory
But
full.
by artificially blocking player out of it, it kind of well, it kind of gives you a sense of progression, right? So you unlock something, you be able to do something you weren't able to do before. And at the same time, for the newer players, it kind of limits the option of like limiting the that feeling of oh, I don't know what to do. There's so many things going on, and I don't know what to learn. But at least gives you a little bit of a baseline of what to do in order. So you're not gonna go and build some nice flying ship or rover or whatever before you can set up all this baseline production, right? And before you can set up the base production, you need to set up the basic power. So by combining the limiting the parts you can produce in the survival kit with the blocks you need to build in order, it kind of gives you the sense of this kind of a stream railroad the gameplay a little bit in the beginning at least. So if you've been playing this game for a while, you don't want any of that. But if you're new to this game, it's kind of helpful, I guess, in a way. I mean, it's well, there's like this good bot thingy. I don't know what was it. There's a good bot hint that this thing is sort of tamped as a tutorial, I guess. Right, hint gives you hints about what to do and all that stuff. But just having the sort of this baseline and have the player just butt their head against it and just learning through by playing. I think that's my prepared way of giving tutorials instead of just oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. But no, just giving you clear foundation, fundamental, I guess, ideas, guideline, policies, whatever.
Inventory full.
To play against, basically. I don't know, just me refill my energy a little bit. So slow. Do you have enough? Yeah, nickel. No, that's not nickel. Huh? Iron this time, short on, huh? Interesting. Usually it's a nickel that's on short supply because it's pretty slow to progress, refine compared to iron at least. I need to find the ore deposit somewhere, but it's hard to move around too much, and yeah. Once I have a rover built, I can go look around for the either ore deposit or the boulders, but we'll see. Probably not gonna be able to get to the building stage other than the base.
Inventory full.
I got to the ice level. So I guess if I dig it's a little bit more, I guess I'm gonna poke through the terrain. I guess I gotta dig this way because of this whole area that is sloping downwards. If I dig this way straight, I'm gonna lose the depth of the depth from the surface, which means I'm gonna get less yield of the drill. It's not too big of a deal, I guess, but
Inventory
it saves
full.
like a 2 seconds maybe because of my inventory is too small. But oh well. When you're doing the 20 different steps, 20 different trips of it, 2 seconds ahead of.
Inventory
Ooh,
full.
more non-signal. Let's go get it. Yep, I'll drop one off and I'll go pick it up.
Inventory full.
Just take the bottle with me this time. No, that way. Okay. It's so nice to have a proper, better spec PC, no lag, higher graphics. Oops. Dun, 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 click. Nothing really. Oh shit! Oh, that was a lot steeper than I thought it was. Gotta watch my steps. Oh, I'm full. Do I drop the? No, let's not. Oh well. You can see the Mars. It's not Mars. Mars-like, yeah, and the Europa from is it Europa? And that's alien, I think. Eventually, I'll get to those places. But first, I need to build stuff on the Mars. Then I need to build a shuttle to take me up to space. Then I'll build a proper space-faring ship for that. But that's gonna be a weeks later.
Inventory full.
Probably gonna spend about like 4 episodes per planet, which should be if I don't get lazy and be able to keep the schedule, that should be per month. It'll be a different playstyle once per month. Earth will be more or less vanilla experience, I guess. Thinking of a moon to be a sort of a startup of building a shipyard for the interplanetary travel, and after that probably gonna ramp up the NPC combat aspect of the game. Probably gonna be able to do some planes and rover plays in one of the planets. Also, I don't remember the exact parameters they each had, but some of them has the high gravity, some has a low gravity, some has oxygen, some don't, some has a really high temperature, some has low temperature. Availability of ice is all different too, so especially like a Patam, like the planet like a Patam has like almost no ice. Atmosphere is relatively thin, I think, but the terrain is really smooth, so it's really perfect for like a rover playthrough, I think. I don't know, it's been a while since I played those planets and whatever, so I'll actually have to go there and see how it's like. But that's a long time from now. I don't need to worry about that just yet. I do need to worry about which mod to add, but I can look it up. I mean, it's gonna be months away, at least.
Inventory full.
One thing for sure, I need to add that less loudness of the tool mod thingy. I think it was Splitty made it, right? I think, yeah. I think I noticed from the watching myself more and more. I need to blink more. I mean, it's capturing my eye movements to blink, but it's not 100% perfect, I guess. So it might miss the times when I blink sometimes. But I need to blink more sometimes because I guess it's partially contributing to my eyes hurting more and more after I play too. There we go. Building the wind turbine. Unlock the new block, which is battery. No. What did it unlock? Rotors. Okay. I usually put all the subgrid stuff like pistons and whatever on the toolbar number 3. So trick is really simple. I need plates because subgrids kind of combines the different grids into one, and that's how it's able to move relative to each other without being too far separated. Wow. What was that sentence? That sentence was like really. Anyway, so I placed the rotor. Oh, I forgot my grinder. I guess I could have just detached it, I guess. But I don't have any control panels, huh? Yeah, that's fine. I don't have any control panels. I can't do this trick. Grind it off. I guess I'll build the I guess I'll cut to the part that I build this part so I have a control panel next to it. Well, that is, I need to build a basic assembly before I be able to build the batteries anyway, so I guess it wasn't too much of a detour. It's more of a proper path to take, I guess.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
One second. Should be fine.
Inventory full.
It's kind of a bit of a glitch where you see the sun through the voxel every now and then. It's kind of unfortunate. See this? It's the basically the curling of the outside of the visual range or level of detail control not keeping up.
Inventory
So basically, the renderer hides the parts that they think you're not gonna see or don't need to see. Usually, like underside of the texture, underside of the mesh, or underside of the boxel surface or whatever, what have you. Not underside, other side. So it hides it. But by hiding that, it exposes the what's the word? It's the light source, and Skybox light source sort of thing. It kind of peeks through. I don't know. There's a there should be like a better way of explaining it. That there's proper technology terms and whatnot, but just of it's just that you're seeing things that are supposed to be hidden, and that's happening because they're trying to save the resources. Because a video game is not a movie, you cannot afford to have the rendering speed below real time. So you gotta take a lot of shortcuts wherever you can. Usually people don't know. Usually when you take a shortcut, there's not much of a noticeable differences, but every now and then if it doesn't work out, you notice those and it becomes a glitch.
Inventory full.
I guess it's because of nighttime, it's much more noticeable every time the light source kind of peeks through.
Inventory full.
What time is it? Posture. Yeah.
Inventory full.
Digging speed is outpacing the refining speed by a lot, which is what I get for making it slow speed. Let's see. Must roll down. Let's see. So base, I guess. I guess I'll keep the main area to this area. I'll try to have a piston mining rig set up on the right side of this, and left side I'll build a small docking area, parking area for the drop pod. That I will convert to rover. Those should be fine for now, and I'll probably need to put some lights on once I can afford the parts for it. Come on, go get it. I'll leave the bottle this time. Because last time I took a bottle, I couldn't take anything back. No, too full sometimes. Alright. What will you give me this time? Hopefully something instead of nothing. Nothing. Did I set something up wrong or something? Or is it just when you're offline it doesn't give you anything or something? Because that's the 10 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10, but 5 out of 10? 5 out of 5. That gave me nothing. Oh, motor, that's good. I really need some more motors. So loud, I'm gonna zoom out. Ow. Still plating construction parts. Construction parts.
Inventory full.
Hmm?
Inventory full.
This feels like the P
Inventory
test where you have to
full.
run between two lines. Back and forth.
Inventory full.
How long has it been? An hour already or so? Okay, a little over an hour. And when it's cut all down, it's probably gonna be about less than 15 minutes of the
Inventory
contents
full.
in it. Oh well, that's the upside, I think. So shouldn't be too much of. It isn't much of a negative thing. Upside about doing editing is you cut down all the unnecessary parts. I still need to go find some musics and images and whatever though. I think I guess I'll just do the battery trick and call it an episode. It's kind of underwhelming, but oh well, can't be helped. Taking a bit longer than I thought it would take, so. $11 more. Gotta take a bit. Oh, is that the moon? Oh, this location is pretty good. You got a good vantage point between all these planets. Good. Waiting. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, I forgot this. Survival kit cannot make the battery power cells components. Alright, got the last bits of the construction components. This unlocks some new blocks, so I can add the to add the small battery. I'm gonna add the small arrowhead to this, but before that, I'm gonna turn the inertial tensor on, and I'm gonna lock the battery, lock the rotor, so it doesn't clang out. And I'm gonna add. Okay, now that thing should have the small head. I usually use the advanced rotor for this because it just has more than one attachment point, unlike the rotor does. Because advanced head comes in a 3x3 instead of 1x1. Anyway, then I'll do the battery. So small grid versus large grid, like 4 times more resources, which I don't want to bother waiting for. Oh, I've got the frame steel plate. I pressed up. What the? I guess I was out of steel plate on the. I used the build plan to grab the steel plate as well, but they don't have any steel plate. Oh, my computer's really heating up. The keyboard, the side of my laptop where the keyboards are there, really hot, kind of getting hot to touch. Overheating. I guess 2 hours is a good limit to give on the both terms of the hard drive and in terms of the hardware heating up. Anyway, so click. I got this battery up here. Once I finish this block, whatever left over from the wind turbine should be stored in the battery, then whatever's not used by the refineries and assemblers. Although I need to like manually move ingots here so I can build the components I need from for the this thing. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Oh well, I guess I'll call it a day for now. I'll record a bit more later tomorrow, then edit it over the weekend and get the first episode out. Well, this I guess a little bit short for the first episode. I might do more recording on the Monday and see how it goes because I've never done this before. I don't know how much is good enough. I need to figure out what feels right. Trying to learn more stuff. Anyway, let's call it a day there.